The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Carl Jung. Have you ever felt it? An event, a person, a phrase, appearing at the exact moment, inexplicably. You call it coincidence or destiny or luck. But what if it was something darker, deeper, more brutally true? Does the universe truly conspire in your favor? Or does synchronicity reveal the shadows you refuse to see? Think of the repetitive patterns in your life, those relationships that end the same way, the financial cycles that repeat, the opportunities that arise, but always lead you back to the same pain point. Carl Jung, the master of the deep psyche, introduced us to synchronicity, not as fairy tale magic, but as a causal connection between the outer world and your inner self. A mirror, where the universe reflects your most hidden truth, your unaddressed fears, your unhealed traumas, your repressed desires. What happens when the universe insists on showing you what you hide? It doesn't conspire in your favor, it conspires for your rupture, for your brutal awakening. You were programmed to seek positive signs, to interpret everything as good luck. But what if the universe is sending you a code of pain, an alert of imprisonment? If this provocation hit you, if you feel the echo of the unknown in your coincidences, this video is a brutal mirror, ready to shatter the illusion, ready to face the truth of synchronicities. You weren't born to ignore patterns. You were born with an intuition, capable of sensing life's invisible tapestry. But you were programmed for randomness, for empty superstition, or for the denial of depth. From an early age, they told you, it's just a coincidence. Don't read too much into it. Don't be too mystical. This is the most subtle behavioral engineering, a system that forces you to see reality in a fragmented way. Linearly, blind to hidden connections, you were conditioned to believe that everything is luck or bad luck, that events are isolated, because recognizing synchronicity, the meaningful alignment, can be disturbing. It can reveal truths you don't want to see. Think of the illusion of control bias, the tendency to believe you control events even when you don't, or the opposite, total passivity towards what happens. This is amplified to keep you in ignorance. And behavioral finance enters here brutally. How often have you invested, or failed to invest, based on superficial coincidences, on misinterpreted signs, without looking at the larger pattern your unconscious was showing you? The get-rich-quick and luck industry capitalizes on this. It sells shortcuts. It sells the illusion that the universe conspires in your favor if you buy the right course or the right product. Robert Cialdini, in his Laws of Persuasion, shows how social proof, everyone follows the signs, and scarcity, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, are used to manipulate your perception. That synchronicity is a tool for profit, not a mirror for the soul. You were indoctrinated to love the illusion of external control because it promises comfort, security, instead of the raw truth that the universe reflects your own inner disorder. If this programming resonates with you, comment below. I question my view of randomness. You feel increasingly confused, disconnected, as if the universe is speaking. But you don't understand the language. This is your internal fragmentation, the price of your soul refusing to see itself. The shadow, according to Carl Jung, is everything you deny within yourself. Your deepest fears, your unacceptable desires, your unresolved traumas. They were silenced, pushed into the unconscious dark, in the name of normality, of rationality, of I'm fine. And what you repress controls you, sabotages you. Hence the recurring synchronicities, those unexpected encounters with old patterns, those signs you ignore, but which scream your truth. Gabor explains that the trauma of disconnection from one's own unconscious, from your inner truth, creates a vicious cycle of self-deception, where the universe reflects, not your luck, but your unhealed pain. You project your shadow onto toxic people who always reappear, onto lost opportunities that repeat themselves, because seeing the pattern in them means facing your own responsibility, your own unconscious repetition. Your identity becomes a facade, a narrative of control and chance. You are not who you are. You are who you programmed yourself to be. To avoid seeing what synchronicity insists on showing, your dark truth, how much of your life is spent ignoring these signs, in maintaining this illusion that everything is random? If this truth provoked you, comment below. I see the shadow in synchronicities. You seek freedom. But why do you feel so empty, even when coincidences happen? When destiny seems to favor you? When you manifest something? Because this is false freedom, a prison disguised as alignment, the freedom to interpret signs, but not the freedom to question your own contribution, the freedom to seek luck, but not the freedom to face the truth it reflects. The system sells you the illusion of cosmic control, of the ability to attract what you desire. It transforms your need for meaning into a dopamine trap of ephemeral spikes of hope that never fill the yearning for a real transformation. Think of the law of attraction and alignment industry. It doesn't need to force you to ignore your shadow. It just needs to reward superficial interpretation, the view that the universe is a genie in a lamp, and profit flows. This is illusory synchronicity capitalism. It profits from your search for shortcuts, from your aversion to inner effort, from your belief that everything happens for a reason easily, your intuition, your self-analysis, all monetized by the engine of forced positivity. Behavioral finance operates here brutally. How often have you invested in opportunities that appeared out of nowhere, based on a misinterpreted synchronicity, on a sign from the universe that validated your desire, without deep analysis, ignoring the pain that the alignment brought? Daniel Kahneman taught us about confirmation bias. You actively search for coincidences that confirm your belief that everything will be okay. Even when the real pattern points to collapse, you are not deciding, you are obeying. The script of the universe conspires to maintain the order of illusion, the stability of your comfort zone, the manufactured peace of your unquestioning life. But true freedom cannot be bought with positive affirmations. It is conquered in the courage to see the signs, not as promises, but as a mirror, brutally honest, of your own unconscious. If this part resonated with you, comment here. I don't want to trade freedom for false signs anymore. Block 5. Rupture and authentic reconstruction. Rupture isn't a planetary alignment, it's an inner realignment. It's when you stop seeking external signs and start deciphering the codes of your own soul. Authentic reconstruction begins in the silence of your self-analysis, in the courage to allow yourself to see the patterns, the painful repetitions, the coincidences that insist on showing you your shadow, the stillness that the system so fears. Gabor Mate shows us, the root of our blindness to patterns is the trauma of disconnection from our own truth. The search for a universe conspiring for what we want is the flight from the authentic self. The cure is reconnection with your totality, with your capacity to learn from what the universe reflects, even if it hurts. This is true disobedience. Disobeying the culture that wants you superficial, the voices that tell you to ignore discomfort, your own self-repression of truth. It's a radical choice, to abandon the false security of good vibes for the uncertainty of your own responsibility, an autonomy that is priceless because it costs your identity as a victim of luck or master of the universe. Jordan Peterson speaks about the order that emerges from taking responsibility, from facing the chaos of unconscious patterns, and bringing coherence with your own action. Your life isn't a wish map, it's an inner battlefield. You'll lose the fear of seeing yourself. You'll stop sabotaging yourself with superficial interpretation, because there will be no part of you hidden in coincidences, no vital energy wasted feeding the cycle of self-deception. This is freedom. Not the freedom to manipulate the universe, but the freedom to be, to integrate, to live with authenticity, with the complexity of your humanity, without illusion, without the invisible chains of repetitive patterns. If you feel this is the moment to break through the walls of superficial chance, type in the comments, "The programming of randomness ends with me." Or send this video to someone living trapped in the facade of universe's signs. Block 6. Emotional payoff. Ritual, synchronicity. Does the universe conspire in your favor? Does the universe truly conspire in your favor? Or does synchronicity reveal the shadows you refuse to see? Synchronicity isn't magic for manifesting desires, but a brutal mirror that exposes the hidden patterns of your unconscious, forcing you to face the truth. You are not a being of luck or ill fortune. You are not a mere recipient of blessings or curses. You are a consciousness, capable of deciphering, of integrating, of transforming yourself. The price of freedom isn't speech, but the courage to break the silence the system imposed on you, the courage to see the signs, not as promises, but as raw reflections of your own soul. Choose your truth, even if it reveals patterns of pain, even if it's not positive. This is your deepest freedom, to be who you truly are, beyond the illusion of chance, beyond the manipulation of luck, beyond superficial synchronicity. If something awakened in you in this video, comment, "I see beyond the veil of superficial synchronicity." Share this content with anyone living trapped in the illusion of empty signs. And if you want to keep breaking cycles with me, subscribe now. The shadow you avoid controls you. Freedom only frightens, until you discover you were ready all along. Rupture is the beginning. Consciousness is the path to your integration.